rich, Dad! We're rich! We're rich! Oh, no, you don't.
In this video, I'm going to give you the secrets to wealth, what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing, and some real, honest, frank information, which will probably get many of you to unsubscribe to me, not follow me anymore. I don't know. I don't care, as long as what I tell you is real and truthful. That's why I do this. So let me give you the secret to wealth, how to build wealth. The first thing you should be doing is not listening to me. Not because I say the wrong thing or say the right thing, because at the end of the day, wealth is about income, not about investing or gambling or anything else. It's about income. I am 55 years of age. I've toured all over the world. I've had my own successful businesses. I've run a large business one night in Vegas where I employed about 30 people, and we earned millions and spent millions and made money and lost money. I've experienced bankruptcy once. I've experienced personal loss. I've experienced most things in life, I think. So I have some experience, but I'm not here to get you to subscribe to my videos or watch my videos. I'm here just to go live and talk to people live, entertain, be real, be honest, and share with you the facts. The facts aren't always what you want to hear, but they are the facts nevertheless. The facts aren't always popular. It's not sensationalistic. You're not going to subscribe to hear it, but it's the truth nevertheless. So let me share with you the secret to success, how I've been able to make money here, how I've been able to make money in other businesses and in my life, achieve the fact that I've got no mortgage, no car loan, no credit card debt, and I'm pretty much financially free right now. And also the journey of YouTube and how I'm growing on YouTube and how that is how that's impacting my income and everything else. So let's talk about it briefly in this video. If you do like a real honest video, do tap the like button and do consider subscribing. But let me tell you, I see when I first came to America, many people keep going to network meetings, keep going to how to get rich seminars, and I kept seeing the same people always there. Surely, if the information provided on YouTube or online or in person was any good, you'd be busy making money, not keep reappearing at the investor seminars like you've seen these big concerts that they do where everyone pays a huge amount of money to be told how to get rich and how to get famous. Some of the most popular videos on YouTube are how to grow YouTube channels. They don't know how to grow YouTube channels, but they do know how to get you to watch and ask that question, which then it becomes a self-revealing prophecy, because the fact you're asking the question, you're watching, which means they become successful. So now they must be successful because of you watching, not by what they're saying. Same as people on YouTube telling you how to get rich, what to do, and all the rest of it. The reality is what I'm about to share with you now. So, if you want to get rich and you want to be financially free, there's one simple rule. The secret of wealth is to realize there isn't a secret. There's no secret to life. There's no magic sauce whatsoever. Some people win, some people lose. Some people win because it's their own fault, and some people lose because it's their own fault. Some people win because it has nothing to do with them, and some people lose because it has nothing to do with them. Nothing in life is fair. People that work the hardest don't necessarily succeed. People that are lazy don't necessarily lose. That's just life. If you expect life to be fair, you're watching the wrong video. Life isn't fair, and anything can happen along the journey. If you're born in the wrong body or you're born in the wrong place at the wrong time, things might be more difficult for you than somebody who was luckily enough born somewhere where there wasn't a war going on, where there was plenty of food on the table, and perhaps they have a healthy body, not a broken one. These are things that you cannot control. However, there are certain things that you can control, and these are the things you should be focused on, not the things you can't control. So, for me, I decided to build a YouTube channel, not because I want to get rich or make money, because I like entertaining, I like speaking to people, and I believe that people want real, live, every day. I'm making this video live. I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm just saying it as I feel it. It's not scripted. I don't write it down. I don't plan it. I just say what I feel when it comes out the way it comes out. But I have learned a few things in life. And I'm going to share that with you now. So you decide, first of all, that you want to be wealthy. Well, you have some control over that, but not all. People that will tell you, if you never give up and you stick at what you're doing, you will win in the end. That is the biggest load of nonsense I've ever heard. You could decide to, in my case, build a YouTube channel, and if I keep doing it and I keep doing it and I keep learning and I keep making videos, one day I'm going to be the most successful, richest YouTuber in the world. That's not the case. I've now produced nearly 6,000 videos, more than most produce in a lifetime, and I've done okay, and I'm happy. I love what I do, but compared to how much I put in, I haven't got a fraction out of what I should have done or could have done. Who knows? But the reality is I love what I do. So I'm successful anyway because I love what I do. That's the most important thing. Do what you love to do and you never work a day in your life. Some people say that. Well, I do love what I do, but I still work and it's fun, but I still get down. It's still hard work. I still get depressed. I still get tired. I still get frustrated. I still get angry. Just because you love what you do doesn't mean it's all a free ride and it's all easy. Everybody online tells you their lives are great because that's what people want to see. If you go on Facebook, everyone's having a holiday. Everyone's having a great time. It's what people want to see. In reality, everybody isn't on a holiday. Everybody isn't buying a new car. And you're only seeing the 1 in a million who does and shares it on Facebook or whatever. So no, we all come into the world the same and we all go out of this world exactly the same. Nothing changes for anyone. It's the same story all over. But let's get back to how to get wealthy if that is your goal. If your goal is to be wealthy and financially independent, even if you achieve it, and I'm going to tell you how to achieve it now, or how I'm achieving it, that doesn't mean to say that remains the case forever, because things can come up and things can go wrong at some point in the future. Even if you do everything right, things can go wrong at some time in the future and there's nothing you can do about it or even prevent it. But let's start by how do we make money? The most important thing is knowing that there's not a secret. No one knows the magic sauce. Shouldn't waste any of your time listening to anybody else. You should be doing it yourself. You should be earning money. The number one thing is earn money. It doesn't matter how much you earn. Doesn't matter whether you earn $1 million or $1. It doesn't matter. As long as you are earning money and spending less than you are earning, you are going to win. And I know this. I left home at 16 and I earned about £40 a gig. I lived in a broken down caravan, in America, I think you call it a fifth wheel or whatever, a mobile home, a little caravan. We tow behind a car. That's what I'm talking about. It was a broken down, old, moldy, rusty caravan, but it was cheap and I bought it. I bought it for about £1,000, and I bought it with the £40 I earned several times on gigs. I then bought a caravan somewhere so I could leave home, and I put it on a little field, and I plugged it in, got some electric, got a shower, got a toilet. I had a place to eat, sleep, and prepare for my next gig. I earned £40. I left home and I got on with it at 16. So I was making money. Doesn't matter whether I'm earning £40, 40 million. I'm earning money and I'm spending less than what I was earning. So I started pretty good, right? I'm building up some money. I'm building up a business. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm going out doing gigs. I'm making money. Now, if I knew then what I know now, I would have done things slightly different. I would have started taking some of the money I'd earned then when I was 16, and I would have started buying the S&P 500 if I'd had access to that, or the equivalent in the UK. And I'd have been putting $5 away every week or every day or whatever, and I would be a millionaire already by now. But I didn't do that. I started to do it, and I was young, and I made some mistakes, and I thought, this is easy. I'm making money. Let's expand. And expanding is not always the right thing. I was making money as an entertainer. I was earning money, and I was living cheap, and it was great. Then I thought, right, now I want to be a big theatre show. So now I need to spend some money. I've got to borrow money to pay for people, pay for dancers, employ people. Then things got very expensive. That's when I got into lots of debt. And ultimately, I then declared myself bankrupt when we had the credit crisis, and I had to end the show because not enough people were coming to the show to support the bills I had. So I declared myself bankrupt even before I needed to, but I did it because I knew I could never get out of the amount of debt that was continually spiraling. So I learned that effect, but sometimes growing is not always the right thing to do. Just remaining the small single man earning £40 was quite good. I was making money at that point. I had nice things. It was good. When I got bigger, I actually earned less because I was spending a lot more to be bigger. So fast forward 50 years, I don't know, 30, 40 years. Here I am, 55, living in America. And now I've worked, and I went on, after I was bankrupt, I went around the world as the world piano man. I earned money. I paid off my mortgage, paid off my loans, paid off my cars, got out of debt, got everything straight, whatever. Moved to America, got married. Now I started again because now COVID happened. My business got wiped out. Now what am I going to do? Right. So I've got no income. COVID. My touring days were over. Let's go online. Let's build a TV show just like it was in theatre. Let's do that. So I started building a YouTube channel, which has now grown. It grows about approximately 1,000 subscribers a week, sometimes a bit more, sometimes a bit less. It varies, but that's about the average. And I do it because I love doing it. And I'm in a position now where I've paid my car off. I sold it. I paid my mortgage off. I got my house, got no credit cards. I live minimum, and I'm able to get by on the minimum amount of money. So I started building the channel, made the biggest investment on myself. I worked, knew I loved doing this, knew that this could be successful, just kept going. But let no one tell you that if you do 1 million videos or go for 1 million hours, you're going to hit some magic point. Just like any business, there's no magic behind it, and there's no magic number. When you hit this, it all explodes and all takes off, and you can't go wrong. And if you just kept on doing it, that's rubbish. The only people who say that are the people who that's their only thing they've got to say is how to grow. They're not providing content like me, talking and going live like this. Their only content is how to be successful. So people watch that stuff so that they become successful. It's an absolute ridiculous nonsense. There's no guarantee just because you work hard that you're going to be successful. There's no guarantee if you make 1 million videos, one of them is going to blow up. Absolutely rubbish. It might. Just like if you buy 1 million lottery tickets, the chances are perhaps increased, but there's no guarantee that you're going to have the winning lottery ticket. It just isn't the case. It's not how it works. But if you enjoy what you're doing, keep going, and just take advantage of what you do earn. Now, I don't earn a lot on YouTube, but I earn enough to pay my bills in the UK, my bills in the US, and I have a bit left over to reinvest. That's when you start investing. You've got money, more than you need to live, then you invest. You don't use the stock market or a casino to get rich. That's gambling. That's desperation. And it does pay off for some people. And from time to time online, you will see somebody say, brilliant, I put $50 in Bitcoin and now I'm a gazillionaire, or I put $50 on black in a casino and now I'm a gazillionaire. It does happen, but it's extremely rare, and more often than not, even those that have done it then can't pay their tax bill because they did it again and then they lost the next time. The chance of repeating it are extremely rare, but they're the ones you get to hear about because they're the stories that everybody wants to hear about on YouTube or online or whatever. So you shouldn't follow those as a guide. They are rare, and the chance of that happening is extremely rare, and the chance of you copying it is even rarer. But what you can do is earn money and then invest it. So when you earn your money and you live less than you're earning, you have some amount of money to invest. When I started going solely into the S&P, I had so many people say, you're never going to get rich doing that. You're never going to make money doing that. It doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. Well, the reality is, when Warren Buffett started, who's regarded as the greatest investor of all time, the Oracle of Omaha, he made many mistakes, many mistakes, and lost lots of money and missed out on many opportunities. But no one ever talks about that. They only talk about the successes. Most of his wealth was made after he was 60. And now every 7 years it doubles. And the reality is, it's not because he's smarter than anyone else. He just got older and kept doing the right thing. Now, I'm 55. I'm not going to be able to become the richest man in the world unless I could live to the age of 200. Then I most certainly would. Unfortunately, I'm probably not. So all I need is to achieve what I want to achieve by the time I need the money. Hopefully, I can carry on earning money on YouTube for the rest of my life and never need my pension, never need my investments. That's the reason why we do it after all. But I know what I want to achieve, and I don't need that much money because I'm going to retire in my little house in England, live by the sea, walk to the pub on a Sunday. That's it. I don't need a car. I can get on the bus. I got free healthcare. I don't need a lot. I don't want a lot. I've traveled. I've seen the world. I'm quite happy just walking to the pub on a Sunday, and that will do me fine. So I know my goals. I know what I want to achieve, and $1 million will do it. And I will do that live on the show within the next 6 to 9 years. 9 years is what's predicted at the moment, but as my YouTube channel grows, hopefully it will. Doesn't guarantee it will. I'll have more to invest, and potentially I could do it in 6 years live on the show. So now I've got my money coming in and I'm working at my job and I'm trying to earn money. I'm saving money and I'm not wasting money. Now what do? Well, I could trade and I could buy all kinds of different stocks, but obviously the purpose of my show is not to do that because I want to be impartial and unbiased and I want to interview CEOs. So I don't want to trade at the moment. That doesn't mean to say I won't change that, but at the moment I'm taking my money. And I remember the rule that Warren Buffett said, always make money, never lose money. And rule number 2, remember rule number 1. If every single day you make something, whether it's $1 or $1 million, it doesn't matter. If you end up spending less than that dollar or less than that $1 million and then taking what's left and not losing on it and making some money on it, after a while, it will add up and compound. Compound interest, Einstein says, was one of the great discoveries of the modern world. He's absolutely right. And I'm going to show you this now because people keep saying to me, my portfolio is up because I've got all this money and I just keep putting it in. It's not the case. It's not true. I started with $5,000 for the first year and a half, had no money. For the next year and a half, because we're now 3 years old now, 2 weeks ago, I started earning money. And for the first 6 months, I earned about $1 a day. It's now moved up, but not that much, but it has moved up and I am paying the bills and things are moving up. But what I've done, I just keep putting everything in. When I get a dip, I then reapply the dividends, but I always wait for a dip. I was able to buy in a couple of days ago when we had the dip. And I never sell, I never pay tax, I never take profits, and I just keep doing it over and over again, never stopping, never giving up. And let me show you now. If we look at my main brokerage account, on the day, we're up today 0.32. Well, if we look at the S&P today, you will see the S&P is only up 0.26. So I'm beating the market. How am I beating the market? Well, that's because I'm in margin at the moment. So I'm using extra money to buy the stocks. I was at 28,000. I'm now down to 19 because the stocks are running up. I want distance between what I bought and where the value is. The greater that is, the more comfort I've got, the more security I've got, the more profit I've got, right? So I can live through dips and all the rest of it. I'm now paying down. Every month I get paid. I was at 28,000 a few months ago. I'm now down to 19, and I'm relentless. I don't spend a penny. Every single penny goes in and reduces my margin down and down and down. When I get paid on the 21st of this month, I'll have another couple of grand. It will come down to 17. And remember, I'm only paying interest on 15 because the first 2,000 is interest free. That's how I'm beating the market. So I look at the day and I'm up 0.28. I look at the month, I look at the week, I'm up $2,300. Now this week it's cost me about $20 in interest on my margin. About $20 this week. It's about $3 a day, about $3 a day. So $21, $22 it's cost me this week in margin. Because I know there's 10% left in the market this year, it's okay spending 6%, and 6% is over the whole year. Remember, I'm going to be paying this off over the next 6 months, so actually I'm paying 3% to gain 7%. Okay, so it's cost me $21 this week to make $2,300. Admittedly, that is for the entire account. Of course, my margin is only 19,000 at the moment. So that's not all the money I've made on margin, of course, but you get the idea. If I look at the week, look at the month, I've made $4,000 on the month. If I look at the 3 months, you can see I have made $7,000, 10%. Now the year to date, this is important to show this as well, because the year to date was the moment that I sold for losses on purpose. I could have sold at the top at the beginning of the year, but I sold when everything crashed down on purpose. I made the decision knowing everything had crashed down. It wasn't a surprise. I knew it. I was out with the money. I was in losses, but I did it as a tax loss, but I also did it because I knew that was the direction of the show, and that's what I wanted to do. It was the right thing to do. It was the wrong time to do it, but the timing is not important. It's the time in, not the timing. So what was important was doing the right thing, focusing on the future, not on the present, not on the past. It doesn't matter that a few weeks earlier, I had so much more money. It doesn't matter. What matters is where I'm going. So there's the big drop. Then if we look at the year, the 1 year, you can now see I'm up 13%, 9,381. And you know, overall, I'm still out of the money by nearly $30,000. If you look at my overall position, I'm still out of the money because that was all the money I lost with Virgin Galactic. A lot of money, right? It was a lot more than that. A lot more than that. It was down nearly 50 grand at one point, but we've made all that back up since my change of direction. Am I upset? No, because I haven't lost the money, because along the journey, I'm earning more, I'm putting more in, I own more shares. Like I've often said to people, when I was here, let's say I had 100 shares at $10, I now have 1 million shares at $1. So I'm in a better position as long as I don't sell down here, stay in. What's important is my income, and my income gets invested wisely, and my income grows, and my income is growing now. So when people say you can't make money just by buying the S&P 500, let's get one thing straight. Think about this for a minute. Right now, I'm making, they say 10%. I'm actually making about 13%. Let's say in 100,000, right? I've now got 104. So I'm making over $10,000 a year without doing anything. And I'm not paying any tax on my gain. So if I was making more money trading, yes, probably, maybe, if I timed it right, but I'm not trying to time or beat the market. I then have to pay 20% on those gains. Of course, if I do it in my IRA, I don't. But I'm not going to end up with $10,000 profit. I've got to then sell. When do I sell? How do I get back in? Am I now getting back in at a higher point? Have I got to now pay? Am I now on the wrong side of the trade? Remember, this whole game is not one move at a time. It's 10 moves, 20 moves. Think ahead like chess. So you've got to think about that. If you sell, how do you get back in again? I don't have that worry. I don't have that tax bill. I don't have that gain. I just stay in. So I've now got $100,000 earning me 10 grand a year. 10 grand a year? Bloody hell, that's more than I earned in the whole of this year, the last 12 months on YouTube. I'm doing absolutely nothing. I'm doing nothing, just holding. Now, I keep working, I keep earning money, I keep buying the S&P, I keep invested, I never sell, keep buying the dips, trying to find the best time to get in, but don't worry about that too much. Just wait for a little dip. There was one a couple of days ago and I bought in again. Keep doing that. In about 6 years' time, I'll be at $1 million. Imagine that. Just doing what I'm doing, $1 million. And then I'm earning $100,000 a year. I'm now earning a really, really, really good wage. 100 grand a year. And remember, you get taxed differently from money that you earn on stocks than what you do on income. If I go to work and I earn 100 grand after my expenses, let's say I spend 20 grand, I've got 80 grand, I now will be taxed 20% on the 80 grand effectively. It's not quite like that, but that's my profit, right? Whereas if I earn 100 grand a year on my stocks and don't sell, I don't pay any tax. The money is there. If I want to, I could borrow against my portfolio to raise money to buy another house or buy something or whatever I want to do. Or I could get to $1 million and go, right, I'm gonna sell 10 grand a year. That's my income or whatever. Or sorry, 100 grand a year. And I just sell 100 grand a year. That's my income. I leave the rest there. Just take a little bit out as we go. Move it into trust, whatever. Lots of options at that point. But the point of this video was the secret to wealth. There is no secret. There is no person who knows more than you. The fact is, a lot of people want to tell you stuff online because it makes them money. It makes them money to tell you stuff. That's it. Tony Robbins, become a billionaire, telling you stuff, going to his concert, and this is what it's all about. This is how you get rich. But the same people keep attending the same seminars. If it worked, they wouldn't be there. They'd be at work earning money. So I'm not trying to discourage everyone for watching my channel. I love you being here and I want you to be here because I'll be honest, when you're here, I earn money. When I earn money, I invest it. But you also have jobs. You need to focus on earning money, making money, and then the money you've got, you don't spend or as little as possible, and then you reinvest as much as you can and just stay the course. Simple. There's no secret to life, and no, everyone is in the same position as you. Just because you work hard, just because you do the right thing, doesn't mean you're going to win. It doesn't. I could do the right thing and then suddenly something goes majorly wrong. Not by the stock market crashing. That wouldn't bother me. I would simply buy more when it dips. I could lose my YouTube channel. This is my 4th attempt at this channel. I had the first 3 get shut down. There was kind of errors and stuff like that, and the YouTube made some mistakes with my account and it got shut down. That can happen. Well, for that I have my email list. That's why everyone joins the email list. And that's why I have the extra channel, so I have a backup if you like. But these things can happen. I could get cancer. I could get ill. I might not be able to carry on doing what I'm doing. Lots of reasons. But just because you work hard does not mean you're going to be successful, guaranteed, just because you show up every day. That's not how it works. But you got the best chance if you keep going, keep believing, keep working hard, do what you enjoy doing, spend less than you earn, and then take the money you've earned and just invest it. And you don't have to pick the right stock. You don't have to know everything about everything. You just have to know a little bit about something and stick to it. And you will find that in time, you will achieve your goals and you'll be happy. But you'll only be happy with the goal at the end if you are happy on the journey. I'm loving the journey. I'm loving every day. That's why I can stay in the course. That's why I can carry on. And that's why I'm going to succeed one way or another. Whether I hit 1 million subscribers or get no more than I am today, it doesn't matter, because I'm winning every single day. And I hope that this is a positive message for everyone to do the right thing, work hard, but remember, it's not all up to you. Other things can happen, and stuff does happen. And when it does, just get on with it, because it happens to everybody else. Click above my head for all the links, down below in the description, over here and over here. The secret to wealth, there's no secret. Just get on with it.